The image displays a technical analysis trading interface, specifically a candlestick chart for the EUR/SAW/USD currency pair. The chart tracks price movements over a specific time frame, utilizing red and green candlesticks to represent the opening, closing, high and low prices for each period. Green candles indicate periods where the closing price was higher than the opening price, bullish, while red candles indicate that the closing price was lower, bearish. The predominant feature applied to this chart is the Fibonacci retracement tool, which is used by traders to identify potential support and resistance levels. The underlying price trend. The chart illustrates a clear downtrend, bearish trend. The price begins at a significant high point in the upper left corner and steadily declines toward the bottom right corner. During this descent, the price does not move in a straight line. Instead, it exhibits standard market behavior by making downward pushes followed by minor upward corrections, pullbacks or retracements, before continuing its overall downward trajectory. Application of the Fibonacci retracement tool. The Fibonacci retracement tool has been anchored to measure this large downward move. A black diagonal line connects the swing high, the peak price at the top left, to the swing low, the lowest price at the bottom right. The top of this move is marked as the 0.01 level. The bottom of the move is marked as the 1,000 or 100% level. Between these two extremes, the tool automatically generates horizontal lines corresponding to key Fibonacci ratios: 0.236, 0.382, 0.500, 0.68, and 0.786. The chart highlights the spaces between these levels with distinct color-coded zones: red, yellow, light green, dark green, blue, and gray, to help visually separate the retracement areas. Interpreting the Fibonacci levels and price action in technical analysis, traders use these horizontal Fibonacci levels to anticipate where a counter-trend bounce might stall and reverse. As the price drops from the 0.00 level towards 1,000, we can see instances where the upward pullbacks, clusters of green candles, test these zones. Notably, near the middle of the chart, a significant upward pullback reaches into the light and dark green zones, finding resistance right around the 0.500 and 0.618 levels. The 0.618 level, often called the golden ratio, is widely considered one of the strongest areas of potential resistance in a downtrend. After failing to break above this area, the sellers regain control, and the price resumes its descent toward the 1,000 level. Additional technical indicators alongside the candlesticks and Fibonacci levels. There are two curved flowing lines, one reddish-orange and one green, that track the price action. These appear to be moving averages, MAs. Moving averages smooth out past price data to help confirm the current trend. Throughout the chart, both moving average lines are sloping downward, and the price predominantly stays below them, which serves as further confirmation of the strong bearish momentum driving the EUR/USD pair in this specific time frame. This image illustrates a classic day trading setup called trendline trading, specifically focusing on a false breakout or trap strategy within an established downtrend. The chart uses Japanese candlesticks to represent price action and outlines a specific four-step methodology for executing a short sell trade. Here is the breakdown of the strategy as annotated on the chart. 1. Defining. The trend line drawn with lower highs defines a downtrend. The strategy begins by identifying the broader market direction. A blue downward sloping trend line is drawn connecting the peaks, the lower highs of the price action. Because the price is consistently making lower highs and lower lows, the market is in a confirmed bearish downward trend. The setup, the break. Trendline break. Eventually, the price rallies and a green bullish candlestick closes above the blue trend line, circled in black. For many amateur traders, this break signals a trend reversal, prompting them to buy. In this specific strategy, this break is monitored as a potential trap for those early buyers. The entry signals short with bearish pin bar. Shortly after the trend line break, a specific candlestick pattern forms, a bearish pin bar, indicated by the large red downward arrow. This red candle has a long upper wick and a small body near the bottom. The psychology. The long upper wick shows that buyers tried to push the price significantly higher, following the trend line break, but were aggressively overpowered by sellers who pushed the price back down. This rejection confirms the downtrend is likely resuming, making it the trigger to enter a short position, betting the price will fall. The profit target exit at previous trend extreme. Before the pullback and trend line break occurred, the market hit a recent low point. This area acts as a natural level of support. The strategy dictates setting the take-profit target at this horizontal level, marked by the black dotted line, aiming to capture the price movement as it drops back down to test those previous lows. Summary of the strategy mechanics in essence. This is a trend continuation strategy that capitalizes on a fake-out. It waits for the market to trick counter-trend traders into buying a trend line break, waits for a candlestick signal, the pin bar that proves the buyers failed, and then rides the momentum back down in the direction of the original prevailing trend. This flowchart illustrates the decentralized structure of the foreign exchange, Forex market. It breaks down the hierarchy of market participants, showing how liquidity and order flow move, from the highest institutional levels down to the individual retail trader. Here is a breakdown of the different tiers and participants shown in the diagram. The core. Central banks, black connections. At the very center of the diagram are the central banks, e.g. the Federal Reserve, the European Central Bank. They are connected to each other with black arrows, representing the highest tier of the global financial system. Central banks dictate monetary policy, manage national currency reserves, and intervene in the market to stabilize or influence their domestic currency's value. The interbank market, major banks, orange connections. Surrounding the central banks are the major banks, e.g. JP Morgan, Citibank, Deutsche Bank, connected via orange arrows to the central banks. These institutions form the interbank market. They trade massive volumes of currency with one another and directly with central banks. They are the primary liquidity providers for the rest of the Forex ecosystem. Institutional and commercial players, green connections. Connected to the major banks are various large-scale entities that require access to deep liquidity, represented by green arrows. Commercial companies. These are multinational corporations, like Apple or Toyota, that need to exchange large amounts of currency to pay foreign suppliers. Employees or repatriate profits. They do not trade for speculation. They trade for business operations, investment funds, and large speculators. These include hedge funds, pension funds, and large private equity firms. Unlike commercial companies, they trade in the Forex market purely for speculative profit, aiming to capitalize on price fluctuations. Retail access, the brokers, blue connections. Because average individuals cannot directly access the interbank market, they must go through intermediaries. The major banks extend liquidity to these brokers, shown via the blue arrows. Market maker. This type of broker creates a market for its clients. They often take the opposite side of a retail trader's position and provide liquidity internally. ECN broker. An electronic communication network, ECN broker, acts as a direct bridge. Instead of taking the opposite side of the trade, they route the retail trader's order directly to the liquidity providers, the major banks, for execution. The outer edge, retail traders, at the very edges of the flow chart are the retail traders, represented by clusters of blue circles. These are individual, everyday traders who trade from their personal accounts. They are entirely dependent on their chosen broker, market maker, or ECN to access the broader Forex market and are the furthest removed from the central flow of global liquidity.